see you. Just first off, your impressions of how this team looks at this point after camp is over, and now that you're about 5 days away from a game.
Oh yeah, it was a little rough at first, just because everybody been outside of football, but we've still been doing a couple meetings during quarantine, so that was able to help. And I feel like we're rolling now.
And then I just want to ask you about your relationship with Coach Mike and how much that's helped to have him back this year. Do you feel like the two of you have really kind of developed a good rapport?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a student of the game. Like he learns all the tendencies. I'll come up and meet with him, and then he'll teach me all the tendencies too. And then I'll see what I see while I'm watching film by myself and share that with him as well.
Go to Adam Munster Tiger.
Hey, Carson, thanks for joining us. As you've gotten into UCLA prep, what stands out about their offense? What are some of the challenges that the Bruins present you guys?
They like to get in a lot of big sets and run the ball, so we just got to be physical at the point of attack and make sure we set a firm line of scrimmage.
Justin Guerrero.
Carson, kind of right on that note, as an outside linebacker, what kind of challenges do you face in going up against a team like UCLA that has a very mobile quarterback in Dorian Thompson-Robinson?
We got to make sure to keep him in the pocket. He's really fast, likes to escape and get out. And then at the same time, got to be ready to cover some tight ends and set an edge on tight ends as well. Good matchups.
Back to Brian Howell.
So, Carson, you guys have one of the better home field advantages in the Pac-12, I believe. But this year, no fans, no Ralphie running. How do you guys – have you talked about how you're going to generate some of that energy yourselves and kind of how you'll make up for losing those things, that atmosphere?
Yeah, we definitely have to bring our own energy. Last year, Folsom was electric the whole time, especially late in the year with Stanford and Washington. The crowd energy really helped with those games. We're definitely going to miss that, but the altitude should help, especially with people struggling to train this year. I know California had a really rough training throughout the quarantine, and we just got to make sure we bring our own energy and come with the right mindset.
Mark Johnson.
Hey, Carson, you mentioned having a rapport with Coach Mike. I'm wondering, having a second season under Tyson Summers and the system, is there a little bit maybe less thinking, more reaction now that you've been in that system that he runs for a second consecutive season?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like everybody has that same thing. As you saw, like late in the year, everybody seemed like they were playing at a much faster level, more communication. We were less reacting, less thinking, more reacting. And it really carried over, especially with the offseason, the long offseason, a lot of meetings.
Justin Guerrero.
Hey, Carson, what can you tell us just about the competition that's been going on this camp at the outside linebacker spot opposite you? I know Jamar and Guy were two guys really kind of competing for reps there. And what's been going on with the competition in that respect? And do you personally feel like you guys kind of have a good idea on who's going to be taking most of the reps at that spot opposite you?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a competition, but we don't look at it as like getting one guy ahead of the other. We all want to keep excelling and leveling up and just every day get better and make the person next to you better. Our Coach B. Mike says, bring somebody with you. So every day we try to bring somebody with us to get better.
And Adam Munster Tiger.
Hey, Carson, correct me if I'm wrong. Were you dealing with a foot injury last year? And what was that recovery process like? And what do you feel like you're better at as a player as you go into this season compared to last year?
Yeah, last year I tore my foot against Arizona State, plantar fascia. So that kind of slowed me down throughout the whole season. It was nice we had a bye week after the Arizona State game, but it still felt it the whole time. So this offseason, I focused on getting more limber, did some yoga, a lot of stretching, just make sure I stayed loose and feel good.